Hello everyone and welcome back. My name is Matt Letter and today we're going to continue our Stellaris campaign as the Council of Kithri. So let's start right up. What I wanted to check... war declaration. The hegemony of Kamjun against the allied Favarian nations. Let's see how they measure up. These guys are inferior. And they are superior to me. I think there's no question the hegemony will win this fight. Which means we have an interesting and dangerous opponent to our south. Especially since their tech level is superior to ours. Well, we'll have to deal with it when that comes. And those guys still ask us to join in their war, which I don't care about. Just go away. So, what I wanted to check. Yeah, we could, I believe... No, actually we can't upgrade to the higher rating of government form. We still need some society research for that. We are way behind on that front, apparently. Okay, so let's keep going again.
Complete.
Did the deal already run out? Seems like it. So, research agreement, guys. There we go, 500 minerals, so that's a little bit more than 1 month. Holy damn, did they really do that? The allied Favarian nations decided to take that planet. You know, after they are done with their war, I may just need to make it clear that this is my space. And not Facebook. Sorry for that bad joke.
System survey.
It came to me in a fever dream. Okay, you're still working. Yeah, they're reaching far away. They may actually be willing to accept vassalization. After they have been taken care of. We still don't care about your war. Double research done. So, we have the uplift done. Oh. Oh. That I like. Frontier commissars. Studies indicate that strict social control may be the integral part to continued resilience of young colonies. I like that. Faster colony speed development and less ethics divergence, which only plays into our hands. Okay, and we've also gotten the quantum energy states. Improved assist research. Yeah, let's take that one.
System survey complete.
How long do the commissars take? 53 months. Oh, fuck, man. We really need to upgrade our science output. By a lot. But we have a bunch of influence again, so we could expand, which would obviously not help with the science thing, unless we find enough science with no borders to offset. But I also do need to keep expanding unless the others box me in totally. I mean, they've already more or less got me boxed in. There's something up here and something down there, I'm sure of it. But I'd like to claim that space here as my own. It's just very valuable, all those things together. Well, that desert world is nice enough. But I'd much rather take this one here, actually. And then one of these desert worlds. Probably the one without Stone Age primitives. And we'd have all of that on lockdown. Okay. Kithri, build me a colony ship. And also upgrade all them power plants. I was also thinking about the whole slave thing. I may wait a little bit longer. I'd like to see some more action before that happens, before I have to switch of it. But I think in the end we most likely will switch off of it. Let's order all the upgrades. You don't get upgrades. This plant here is still growing nicely. Let's build a basic mine here. And this one will leave as is. Good. Let's continue. More mining stuff getting done. How does the hegemony stand towards us? Pretty much neutral. And how about these guys?
System survey complete.
They slightly dislike us because of border friction. Yeah, because you fuckers decided to settle right up here. Snuggle in nice and cozy. Okay, a misguided faction has seen fit to wound the Council of Kithri by removing several slaves from their duties and smuggling them out of Kith borders. We will heal in time, and we hope that the lost eventually find their way back to the Council of Kithri and their purpose in life. Okay, so we're now losing slaves, basically. Whole pop units. Okay. So this basically happens whenever they get strong enough. There we go. Okay. We'll take the big step. All pops in the Empire will be emancipated. Okay. We've lost about 40 worth of mineral gain, but that's something we can deal with easily. Okay, so this is a big change. In 2270, the Council of Kithri outlawed slavery completely, after having it a regulated thing for most of the time. Since we have nearly half of our total population in various other species, we have kind of, perhaps not bowed to their will, but we have accepted their view on things and kind of adapted our social structures a little bit. Okay, so we can research battleships, which would be awesome. Also Ceramum metal armor, engineering facility upgrade, and swarmer missiles. Okay, so they are particularly designed to outclass point defense. Well, that wouldn't be bad. Battleships or very large weapons. Without battleships, we don't have that many large weapon mounts, so let's go with battleships. 74 months. And that will slightly rise when we do our things up here. Okay, on Russell we have a rogue agent. One of our covert operatives on Russell has gone rogue. The poor, misguided fool has apparently been smitten by a Jomar female, and the two of them have eloped to parts unknown on the planet's surface. We are as yet uncertain whether our agent has revealed his true alien nature to his love interest, or if he is still posing as a Jomar to her. Needless to say, this is a tremendous security breach. We should do everything in our powers to bring this agent back, and give him the psychiatric care that he's so clearly in need of. Yeah, so we've got another setback. We can work with that.
System survey complete.
Okay, we're beginning to survey this arm proper. Heretical discovery in the Semerpuk Confederate commonalities. Conducting research in foreign controlled space requires tact, something we sometimes overlook in recruiting our scientists. This became apparent when Merold recently ran into trouble studying some of the stars in sacred Semerpuk constellations. Locals objected to a clinical examination of the subject and hassled him until President Fakir Ivadelda made a statement sanctioning the research. Merold, apparently spiteful over the protest, appears to have taken the time to actually find materials suggesting that some of the Semerpuk legends surrounding the stars may be wildly inconsistent with their real age and development. This is likely to cause further outrage if published. So the summer perk are those guys out here, which we don't really care about much. They are a vassal of the Tessnet though. I believe the Tessnet, yeah, they don't like us and they are superior. Okay. So we could publish it, and yeah, is he deliberately trying to cause a scandal? Fire him. I don't think I want to fire that guy. Let's check him out. Nope. He is high level and resilient. Deal with it. If need be, we'll deal with the fallout. Which reminds me, I should probably go ahead and order a bunch more stuff for war. Just to be on the safe side. We don't want to fall too behind so they can easily take us. In this case, I'm still building primarily on Kithri for simplicity's sake. We have a rivalry, Kamjun and the allied Favarian nations. Who would have guessed? And right back. Pretty much as suspected. And the integration of the summer perk by the Tessnet has begun. Hey, you guys are also a protectorate of the Tessnet.
Anomaly found.
We found an anomaly, a solar sailor. We know that event by heart by now. Construction ship is done constructing. We can find some more work for you, I'm sure. Well, I may be wrong, actually. Ah, out here, good. Mining stations, go. And our colony ship is done. So, we'll eat the rather bad planet here for the sake of border expansion. Go ahead and take it.
System survey complete.
Solar Sailor gives us 1 month and a little bit of engineering research extra. And a science ship out here is done with its work. There we go. Construction ship is done again. You are out here. Anything else in your reach you should be building? Doesn't quite look like it. Okay, so you go up here. You'll be needed relatively soon. And since we're once again expanding borders, we may need to expand our sectors. I'd love to keep Grekil in our own. Okay, I think one numbers will be given over now. I think we'll go with the Whispering Garden sector. Whispering Garden, there it is. There we go. And you also gain that. And that. Now we have the sectors touching, and our southern borders are near completely automatically managed. I'm at the point where I'm considering settling at least a few of those sectors out here. We have an elite in our borders here. Wow, they already have a nice lead for being such a small nation. Is this just a show of power or what? A building is not being worked. Well, duh. Because the units are stupid. How's the ethics divergence in our government actually? Can we see that somewhere? I'm not exactly sure. Don't want to spend much time with that right now though. Okay, we are proceeding nicely on Russell.
System survey complete.
Some more cruisers being built. Let's build a bunch of destroyers. Okay, something's out here. in Ultrax Point. The probing crew of the observation station in orbit around Ultrax Point has not reported any major findings lately. That was until they sent a drunken message to the scientific headquarters. Okay. The crew have reportedly descended upon the planet and proclaimed the chief scientist as a deity to the locals. Not only that, but they also made them construct a holy monument in his honor. The resulting pyramid now stands on the planet's surface, the locals worshipping it and presenting it with offerings. Okay. That's interesting. Wow, we could throw them back to the previous age. Hope that there are no bad consequences. Well, that sounds fun. It's in our rim anyway, so... yeah.
System survey
Because I want to know
complete.
what's going on with that. If something happens there. And they really build a freaking great pyramid there. Okay, we are picking up a scrambled transmission coming from the surface Russell. It's using a frequency normally reserved for infiltration cells, but none of them are currently transmitting. Could this be our rogue agent? On screen. Any attempt to track this transmission is futile. You know me as Operative X-34. Until recently, I was a willing participant in the criminal covert infiltration program taking place as we speak on Russell. No longer. I have come to appreciate Joma culture in a way I never imagined possible, and I will not aid in its subversion. I rescind my citizenship in the Council of Kithri. I no longer consider myself Kithri. You're not well. You need help. I've had all the help I want from you. There will come a day when I am made to account for all the crimes I have committed in Russell in your name. I will do everything in my power to ensure that you and all of my former colleagues stand right beside me when judgment falls. Well, we will hunt you down. I am sure you will try. Know that I am prepared to kill to protect myself and my beloved, and that I was trained by some of the finest martial instructors on Kithri. Heed my advice instead. Leave Russell alone, dismantle the observation post, and forge your evil star empire out of the blood and tears of some other unfortunate species. Well, nope. We're just gonna continue right away. Okay, unpause and continue. The Great Pyramid. After having let the dust settle and maintaining observation operations on Ultrax Point locals, we unfortunately have to declare it a catastrophe. Oops. The population on the planet broke out into all-out war due to religious tensions, a consequence of the sudden appearance and subsequent disappearance of whom they call the Skyborn One. One of the factions have constructed another great pyramid to their new deity, and many have perished in the fighting. So one whole pop unit is finished, another great pyramid appears, and everyone on the planet gains minus 40% happiness, and we lose 50 influence. Wow, that's shit. Oh man. I love these events. Let's actually check it out. On some mountains as well. Well, at least they were very determined. That you can say for sure. A media witch hunt on Russell. Reports are beginning to surface from local media outlets in Russell that speak of some kind of massive global conspiracy perpetrated by aliens. The respectable Joma media has yet to touch the subject matter, and much of what has been reported is pure conjecture, but there are some details that could only be known by someone with intimate knowledge of our covert operations. We can only assume that our rogue agents has been feeding information about our infiltration program to the media. This will require some damage control. That guy. In his own story, he'd probably be a hero. In ours, he's a villain. Let some more time pass by. See what else happens.
Research complete.
Uplink miniaturization is done. Good. Subspace sensors, quantum field manipulation, ooh. I think we'll actually go for that one. Though the planetary power grid is also nice. Let's go with quantum field manipulation first. I think it'll be the greater gain in total. Also, since we're at the limit again... Oh, holy shit, we've got a lot of stuff built already. What other planets? Sphere. Okay. Upgrade your spaceport. You do the same. And you get to build one as soon as the month ticks by and you are properly established as a colony.
Colony established.
There we go.
System survey complete.
We build a frontier clinic. And then we start clearing out the jungle. There we go. That's plenty to do. And out here we actually... we're not far away from being able to... what's it called? Words hard. Build the planetary capital. Thanks, Brain. Okay. All other things are running well. Here we can upgrade some more stuff. Okay. Keep going. Construction ship done out here. Okay, where do we send you next? Waters are slowly growing, but not fast enough. Oh, we sent you up here as well. He actually has quite a shortcut here. I always forget that open borders are now the standard.
System survey complete.
Lots of good stuff out here. And I want it all. It's actually going a new way we haven't gone before. Okay, our infiltration is going better now. Let's see if there's more to this. We are stocked full on energy again. Which reminds me, we can alleviate that problem by just building some droids. And yeah, we can build the planetary administration here. Nice. And someone's already migrating away. Any other places we can... Yeah, kind of. Let's build the droid here. And you, in turn, you're gonna get a basic science lab going.
Construction complete.
Construction queue is done. Slave unrest, we don't have any slaves anymore. No matter. Spaceport's still building stuff. That is good. Let's see how our navy stacks up by now. Equivalent in pure fleet power, though their tech is a bit superior.
Incoming transmission.
A non-aggression pact. The allied Favarian nations. We shall decline. Not at the moment. You are this thing up here. Build more mining and research. And you've built the stuff here, okay. Consolidation. Good, phase 3 is working. Should I just build the... haven't selected anymore. Should I just build the Frontiers outpost here right away? Maybe one further up? Wouldn't probably get too much border strength. Not sure. Let's just go ahead and try. We can always tear it down again. Should help link up our borders. We've definitely blobbed a whole bunch out here. Getting worried about these guys down here and up here. There's a lot of potential strength there. Also, let's just build some stuff on this planet. And by stuff, I mean a whole bunch of frickin' science labs. Holy shit, 14 overflow food. That's a lot. You're still building. Right, this planet out here is like made for science. Let's build the science labs. And then wait. Good. They still want us to go to war with the... what's it called? The Tsin Empire. Doesn't really not show it here anywhere. No. So they all want to help liberate planets. I'm not so much a fan of that. Vote no. Okay, but on that note, I'll end this episode. I thank you all for watching. I hope you've had some fun. If you did, consider commenting, liking, or even subscribing. I'm happy for every little bit of those. You can also follow me on Twitter @_madladder for all the news updates. And other than that, thank you again for watching. Hope to see you the next time. Bye bye.